This one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. With a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd down, Prescott again. That's complete to Turner. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Again here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
Third and long, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a call sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Washington 0.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get Scotto up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st down, Washington.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. Again, he finds an opening. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has made this a one-score game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
double team and it's intercepted. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nice little juke. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 41, Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Lets it go for Nelson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. We have of the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott able to hit his target lane. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man there complete to Gallup. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Recovered by the Cowboys.
On first and 10, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
A final shot before half for Allen. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one caught by Gibson. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Keith Kirkwood with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to strike for 6.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
42.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. We'll call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Tenth carry now for Elliott. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
In his own end zone, it's Allen.
We'll find Gibson here complete.
No gain, and it's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Allen. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they give to Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And some room to run now. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels, then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
From midfield, here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Allen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And here's Allen, throwing on 3rd and 1. And he's going to go down again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Again, it's Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
30-yard line. Today's final score, Cowboys.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, it's an 11th win of the year.